Hi all, welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. It's beginning of the weekend, it's Mallard Monday. We now have stage 14 of Build the Mallard, and as you can see, we've got the body on the workbench, so that means we're adding more details. So without further ado, let's get building. Right, so issue 14, and I'll just give you a flick through the magazine. So these are the parts we've got today. There's some pins, we've got a couple of lengths of pipe. Again, always tells you roughly what you're going to need. And as you can see, we're drilling several holes, and we're going to be putting in the ejector pipe, I believe. And it looks like we're adding some details to the sides of the covers for the boiler hatches. And then in this issue, we've got Britain's Railways and classic locomotives. In this case, the China Railways. Right, so this is what we've got in this issue. We've got the ejector pipe, which is a 1.6mm pipe wire, and that is 220mm long, according to the instructions. And it is just about. The instructions also say we have one length of 0.5mm wire at 300mm. However, what we actually have is two lengths of 1500 or 150mm wire. So hopefully that won't be an issue. And I'm sure that's just going to be for the handle, so we're just going to be cutting it to lengths anyway and bending it, so that's fine. And we've got these little pins, and they're going to be what attaches the ejector line to the side of the boiler. And as you can see, we've got some holes here that we need to drill out, and that's, I think, is the first thing we need to do. So we need to drill 5 holes, 1mm each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to use my Dremel for that, and then we'll come back. So I've just got my multi-tool, going to drill the 1mm hole in each of these, and as usual, I'm just going to use a little bit of oil to help this drill go in. Right, so we've got the 5 holes drilled in there, as you can see, and I've just cleaned them off a little bit with a little bit of wet and dry, just to take off any sharp edges and burrs. The next thing we want is our ejector wire. Now, we've got a hole in the cab just there, and we're going to be feeding this ejector wire through that hole all the way along to the fitting we added last time. So that's going to go all the way along to there. Now what we need to do is, whilst that's in place like that, we need to cut off the excess here. Right, so we've now got that cut off to the point where it fits just flush to that point. Now we need to get our clips. We're going to slide those along the ejector wire, the ejector pipe. Now it looks like we've got 6 of these, so we only need 5. We might just need to open these split pins up very slightly. To be able to get this pipe to go through. Okay, so we've got all those pins along there now. We just need to slide them into the right places and put the pins into the holes, and the ejector pipe needs to line up with that hole there and the ejector pipe there. Right, so after a little bit of fiddling, we've managed to get that in place. And just make sure all those pins are fully pushed in. and it lines up nicely with the end here. I'm just going to put some super glue on here. So I'm just using a bit of wire just to get the glue to go in there. I'm just going to pull the pipe out of the way very slightly. And then ensure that that is in the hole we drilled previously. Like this. Okay. So that's now looking just like that. And then what we need to do now is on the inside, we need to split all these pins out so that they hold the pipe against the body of the locomotive. So we now have all those pins split apart, and that's held in place nicely. And the final thing we need to do is just make sure that that is smooth to the cab, like so. The last thing we need to do for this issue is we need to create the little handles for each of these access doors. And to do that, we need the 0.5mm wire, and we need to bend it so that we've got a 5mm and a 3mm. So we need to measure up 3mm up here, bend it, and then cut it off at 5. So we end up with something that looks just like that. Now we need to create 6 of those, and then we need to drill a hole in each of the doors to hold them in place. Right, so I've bent those lengths of wire. I've actually got one more than I need here. Now I have made a mistake. The 300mm wire that should have come in, that came in this issue, was 0.5mm, which is what I've used to cut and do this. However, what I should have used was the 0.4mm wire that came with issue 11, and we don't actually use the 0.5mm issue wire in this issue. So it's sort of a bit of a red herring, that one. But it is what it is, and I've done that now. 0.1 is not really going to make any difference whatsoever, so I'm just going to use what I've done here. Right, so next what I'm going to do is drill the 6 holes for each of the doors, and then we'll put these in there. So I've just got a 0.5mm bit in my drill. I'm just going to drill those out so we can put the door handles in. Right, so all the holes are drilled for the doors on both sides. On this side, I've already put the handles in, as you can see. And that's just a case of grabbing one of the handles, if I can pick them up, just dipping the end in some glue, and then pushing it through the hole. Ensuring that the handle is facing down, just like so. Do that for the other 2, like so. So there we have all 6 handles in place, looking just like that. And that is all there is to do in that stage. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up. So it's always nice when we add a little extra detail to the boiler. It's looking absolutely brilliant. Just adding that one pipe in and those little minor details on the handles there. It looks absolutely fantastic. Next week, I believe we're starting work on the tender. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ding that bell, and then you'll be notified when I release a new video. Until next time, I hopefully see you around. Cheers!